was the greatest point of all. Oh, when I was in college, and this friend of mine, she took me to Orlando. I've told the story about. I wrote it, but she took me to Orlando to a psychic village. In other words, it was a subdivision outside of Orlando where people lived in houses in Florida, where they were all clairvoyants and psychics in a little neighborhood, which is unusual. I mean, I was, in my 20s. I don't, everything I've ever done in my life at a different age, I don't hold myself accountable for, like, something wrong with me. If I made a mistake when I was 21 about anything, I wouldn't think that way about anybody, unless I killed somebody or raped or whatever. None of that, so I'm alright. In the meantime, she takes me to see the psychic guy, and he asked me, he's a reverend, and he's very somber, to pull out, I can't believe I don't have my beer. Now, come on. This is Ralph can't do this. Ralph, if there is a possibility that Ralph has been told from somebody to do this, and they do this to another human being, what does that call? What does that mean for real? I believe 100% they're told by somebody that has influence. Is that allowed? Can a celebrity that likes somebody in your family or anybody have the power, if they think there's something wrong, can they have the influence to do this with a grocery store to one person? Can they? Based on any kind of you know what? Yes or no? Because I don't accept it. But I have no choice, right? Yes, I do. I have a choice to say that anybody can have this done to them, no matter what. This hasn't been put online yet, but it's going to be. So, it really irritates me because it's the one thing I want. And they're not AA. Nobody is AA. Nobody is a judge. Nobody has a legal authority over any choice they make in my life. Legal authority. Except laws. Laws, not based on your concern. Anybody's. You have to go through it legally. So I can't do any of these things to other people. But anybody who uses their influence because they're concerned about something without legal backup cannot ever be accepted. Ever. Because the possibility of being wrong exists. And if that's the case, how many people are now liable for something that they wouldn't want to be a part of in the first place, but they like the person who's famous, and at the same time, you know what? They don't know the person. So think about a guy and a girl. He's obsessed with that woman. He's famous, or you know what I mean? Now it's a heterosexual thing, but in the long run, the concern is, well, he's figuring he's doing something good for that lady. Can you really rationalize that? My friend, this place. Well, anyway, I'm at Ralph's on Coldwater Canyon, and my name is Daniel Reardon. If anything has ever been suggested to the management here at all, or any staff members, regarding when I come into the store for any possibility of a suggestion or idea for me to be affected by, is that legal every single time? And can you do that? If it's been done, can you do it to anybody you please? Doesn't matter what the idea is. Because, it could be a majority of Christian workers here, and they're not really, there was a terrorist attack yesterday, and they just want to make, maybe there's an Islamic person, something like that, and they have a reason, right? It's a good reason or bad, because the kids, right? That's disastrous. So, I need help here. Is there a checkout person here? Let's see. What checkout is open? I want to buy this drink. What is open?
We can take you on self-checkout.
Good. Thank you very much. It's alcohol, though, so I need help. All right. Here you go.
This one?
Just only this one.
This is what? It's a drink, right?
Yeah, but I have a Ralph card. Yeah. There's nobody at a register right now. I need to go. There's nobody at a register. So I need help. This is really bad. This store Yeah. Alright. Huh? Ralph's is open. I'm buying a drink. That's alcoholic. I can't do it myself. I have to have a person. Of course. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. You know, sometimes you get blamed things. Some people not even hurt. Some people just you don't have to give drugs alcohol. There you go.
Have your lunch there?
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Total? Okay. And out of order. Thank you very much. There you go. You're welcome.
Enjoy.
You have a good day too. Bye. But back to major number 1 point. What was it again? Right. You know, never in my life would I watch somebody all the time and say to myself, well, I've never done anything wrong, but I could watch somebody doing something wrong. I've never done anything wrong in my life. I could watch that person all day long, and you know what's really sad? Is what are you learning? That it's okay to not think about what you've done wrong in your life? You know what's really tragic? Is that people actually purposely choose to be just like that. That's a choice. That's not an accident. That's a mental choice because of fear. You know what the fear is? That they're going to go to hell. You know where they're going or where they are? It would be hell to live that way. I choose not to. That's the difference. In other words, if you don't know the difference, I don't want to know you. See you, talk to you, ever. Would anybody else want to be in the company of somebody that thinks that way? For 1 second. And if you do, why? If it's for sex and you can put a tape over their mouth and just don't speak, probably that would be that mentality. It would be. That's definable. Boy, now what are we talking about here? Boy, oh boy. Anyway, I think in the long run, we don't need law enforcement with this. What we do is give exposure to the person or people that think that way, and not the people that were in my life, but the people who decided to observe this and take action when they don't know me or any of the other people involved. And yet here's a perfect platform for them to have an excuse to do something wrong, which they would never want to happen to themselves, but they can do it because, you know what, it's being allowed. And you're the biggest criminals on the planet that get away with things like not paying your taxes and doing what you're supposed to do, child support, all the things in the world, or, you know what, verbally abusive to your kids or your wife or your family. You know what, you're the worst person in the world, but yet everybody likes you because you go to church and you fit in. That's the kind of person I fear for other people. So I'm going to live my life. And if you have a problem with it, you just show me that you're a threat to other people who like being different, unique themselves, and they just don't necessarily want to be you. I don't want anybody to be me or to be like me. I wouldn't want to be with somebody who was like me. I wouldn't be interested in that. I wouldn't want to be with someone that's like you if you are someone who doesn't think someone like me is equal to you. I don't ever want to know you. I bet you're a quicker felon than I could ever imagine, and you're a felon in your mind. I don't have a felony. And that's really, 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 the moral of the story is, you don't have one and I do. Who's listening to who?